Hi, I am Sara Innamorato. I'm state representative for the 21st District, which is parts of Pittsburgh and Allegheny County. I've had a lot of conversations in these types of advocacy trainings, and I always ask who has met with their legislator, and it's always like 70+% have never met with their legislator, and I ask them why, and they're just like, it's intimidation. It's I don't know what to say, or it's this like kind of imposter syndrome that I think we all have. But I think the first thing to remember is that you're whoever's elected to office is a human being, right? And again, I'm going to stress that they have one experience. They've only lived one life, and their value system and the way that they approach that office is through their lived experience. So they need to hear from a diverse set of people so that they can actually have a balanced perspective on policy making. So I would say, just go in and be like, your story is enough, right? Your story and your personal experience is extremely, extremely valuable. So start there. You're the expert on your issue, on your life, on if you serve patients, on their experience, right? I don't know what that is, and neither do most lawmakers. I don't think, last time I checked, we don't have any midwives who serve in the state house or senate. We do have a couple nurses, but so anything that you would have to share would be valuable. So I would say start there, and then when you go and you contact a legislator's office, phone calls are great. They're the best way, I think, to set up a meeting. You're probably going to talk to staff, and that's okay. And they'll probably set the expectation of like a 15 to 30-minute meeting. So once you have that, kind of figure out what story are you going to tell, and how you're going to present that. What data are you going to come with? What are you going to leave behind after that meeting so that that legislator or potentially the staff person you're meeting with has a physical reminder of what you guys talked about? And then most importantly is make an ask. I've had so many meetings with people, and they share compelling stories, and they ask for, or they give me compelling stories. They share data that's great, and then we're wrapping up the meeting, they're like, all right, bye. And I was like, well, what do you want me to do? Do we have a bill that we want to introduce together and work on? Is there a bill that already exists and you want me to co-sponsor it? Do we need to host a public hearing on something? So really, before you go into your meeting, understand what you're going to ask of that legislator. The other thing that you can do too is that there's a wealth of information online. There's YouTube videos, there's our state websites, there's our campaign websites. So you can get a feel for where that individual stands in their political ideology. And so if you're going into that meeting, am I going into a place where that person already agrees with me? So I can maybe make a bigger ask of that person. Or is it someone that you're going to walk into a meeting and you're going to have to convince the value of midwifery, for example, or expanding Medicaid for your patients? So you be someone who's going in and informed and knowing a little bit more about the person you're going to be speaking to. So I would say those are some basics in going in to meet a legislator. But above all else, your lived experience and your story is powerful, and it is enough, and it is vital to protecting our democracy.